how to save your Photoshop files for the web. You have many choices in how you save your files, but today specifically we're going to talk about exporting for web. So if we look under the export menu, there are many choices. I wanted to show you what this export as window looks like. It loads your preview of your image and gives you a few choices. But the one in particular that we're going to talk about today is called Save for Web. So first you have to go to File, then Export, then Save for Web, and the word Legacy is there. The reason the word Legacy is there is because it's imported from an older version of Photoshop. So just to be honest with you, this particular tool is so helpful in really understanding how big files are and how much space it takes up on your computer and to load. What I'm doing here is showing you that I can have multiple views from the original file where we can see how huge it is to a 2-up view where I can see the difference in the original PDF and a compressed PNG. And I'm showing you that you have different views from 2-up to the original to 4-up. What this allows you to do is switch back and forth between different preview modes of the file. 4-up is a wonderful view because you get to see how big your original file is. So we can see here that my original file is huge. It's like 282 megabytes, so that's enormous because this is a giant poster. It's like an 18 by 24 inch poster. And I want to show you how you can export things for web. So one preview, it's showing me a PNG, and the other two previews, it's showing me different sizes of JPEGs. So if you look at the detail in the individual windows, we can see if our file loses quality when it's compressed and when it's saved as different file types. This does save you time. What I'm doing over here on the left is I'm changing the percentage size of the file to 50% because I don't need a giant poster anymore. So you have control of the type of file, the color compression, the pixel size, the percentage. You have all of this control in one panel, which is why this Save for Web tool is so helpful. And again, we find it under File, Export, then we kind of scroll down a little bit to Save for Web. Then when you're ready, you hit Save, and just like we talked about before, you want to know where you're putting your file. Usually when I'm working on something, I save it to my desktop. We want to save it for images only. You can rename your file at this point, and then you hit Save. So we have another option here. We could go ahead and hit Done and open a preview of that image within Photoshop if we wanted to manipulate it further. But today, that's all I want to show you in here. So when you're asked, how do you export two files at once while not saving over the original file and reducing the file size by a percent, the File Save for Web is the way you need to go with saving your file.